Hi, it's Artie. I went on a walk in the woods yesterday with my daughter, and sometimes when I go on walks in the woods, the forest talks to me, and it was very chatty yesterday. And I was up on Larch Mountain in the gorge in Oregon, and I walked through an area of trees that had been burned in forest fires, and that was had there was parts of that were regrowing, so there was green in there, but it was kind of a little emotional to see the trees. And I stopped to like touch one of them, and it asked me, when will we love ourselves enough to leave our forests alone so that we can support each other, so that the forest can support us. The forests support us in so many ways. And with global warming, so many ways. And I was thinking about that and how important it is to use recycled paper, or not use paper if you can avoid it. Like, use less paper, but use recycled paper. All of the paper products that we use in our packaging is 100% recycled. The only thing that's not 100% recycled that we use is our cardboard, which has a good quantity of recycled paper in it, but we just haven't found a 100% recycled source yet. And then the only plastic we use is a compostable plastic sleeve. So we're trying with that, because we do make, the more you make, the more impact that you have. And one way that we try to have a good impact is contributions to Nature Conservancy, which we do every month. So on the side of the packs of cigarettes, it says that your purchase supports habitat conservation. And that's what that means. That means that we're going to give some money every month to Nature Conservancy, and they do things like buy land so that the habitat's safe, basically, from industry. So that's one way that we're trying to do that, and you can try to help out too. It's so important. So, and then some other ways personally, the toilet paper shortage. A lot of our deforestation happens because of toilet paper, which is a sad cultural thing. And during the toilet paper shortage, I just, full disclosure, started using, I just got a bunch of washcloths for all my number one needs, and then just using toilet paper for other stuff. And then there's also those great toilet seats that bidet you, and that's next on my list because that's a little bit more fun. But anyways, just be thinking about your paper usage, and I don't use any paper towels or Kleenexes. I just use hankies and washcloths. So just be thinking about your personal impact. I know that I think it's something like 5 companies in the world are responsible for 70% of our pollution, or all these big problems that we're having with plastics and non-renewable resources and all that stuff, which is frustrating. But then also, so then it's not just about your life, that is important, but it's also about the businesses that you support, and looking at how much plastic they use. We didn't start working on Amazon until we could find a plastic alternative for wrapping up our filtered cigarettes. So if you get one that's wrapped in plastic, sometimes Amazon takes off our wrappers and puts on their own. But we really try. But Amazon is a great place to buy our roll your owns, because they don't require any extra packaging, and they don't require any padding, so they're not going to have those plastic pillows inside of the cardboard boxes, or they're just going to be sent to you in a sleeve. And you can also, you know, it's great if you can boycott Amazon, but some people don't have that luxury because of where you live or can, you know, your lifestyle or whatever. But you can definitely like contact them and let them know you'd like to see more of their recyclable packaging, because they are piloting programs in different areas of the country. So sometimes I will see packaging sent to me that's a recyclable paper made with recycled paper, but a lot of times I will get like a bubble wrap sleeve, which is not something that I can reuse as easily or as fast as I would like to. But yeah, you can voice your concerns, and then that helps them get more momentum for those projects, because I think a lot of companies are working in those directions. And see what companies that you like to buy from a lot, like what are they actually doing for the environment and our future. And then a little bit later, we came down off the mountain, and my daughter and I were wildcrafting some St. John's wort. And St. John's wort is a good plant to hang out with or to take if you like to talk to fairies more. That's one of its traditional uses. No joke, that's real. I guess some European settlers brought it over to help facilitate fairy communication in the new land. So don't let that knowledge go to waste. So we were over there, and I would just kind of one thing I like to do before I harvest is offer a gift, or if I don't have anything on me, like the plants like a gift of chocolate or tobacco, or sometimes like flower essences or something sweet like that. But if you don't have that one thing that's really great to do is just to sit and meditate with the plant, and definitely ask before wildcrafting. Ask the plant whether it's good to wildcraft there. And often, if you get like a blocking kind of energy, it can be like an area that's sprayed, and you might learn about that later. Like sometimes I'll go somewhere that I think is safe, not sprayed, and then I won't get a positive, welcoming response. And then later I'll find out it's been sprayed. But sometimes if I don't get a response at first, but I sit and meditate with the plants or do some mantras, then it's like the plants open up to me, or like we're maybe more in sync. So I had meditated with the plants, the St. John's wort, and yeah, maybe that's why it's helpful for depression. It's helping you talk to good fairies. Come on. You guys have to believe in fairies, otherwise how can you be very happy? So I was just being receptive while we were harvesting, and the plants, or the fairies, who knows, but they were like, you need to tell your daughter that she needs to spend her whole life working on conservation. And I told her this, and she was like, oh, Mom, but you told me like you had meditated with the earth. This was a while ago, and the earth said, don't worry about me, I'm going to be fine. And I do think that's true. Like the earth herself is going to be fine. She goes through big cycles, but us living on this planet and all the plants, all that medicine, all that support for the whole environment, all the different animals and creatures, that is a separate story. So if we want to have like a balance with nature, all the things that live on planet Earth, then we do need to be ongoingly concerned with conservation. And they mentioned that like we need to think of this earth, or she needs to think of it, we all do, as our earth, just like our bodies are our bodies. I mean, like you can say you're a spiritual person having a physical experience, and like your body is kind of like a home, and you're going to eventually die and move to a new home. But like think about how much better things are if you maintain your home or you maintain your body. You're much healthier, you're happier, you're full of energy instead of just kind of like using it up, wearing it out, and tossing it off and going onto a new body. So take ownership for the earth and responsibility. It is your home. It's our home. And so let's see, what else do they have to say? So they said, and she's 10, so she's young, and it is a lot of young people that we're hearing are like really trying to help because they know that they have to live on the planet in 50 or 60 years when if we don't do stuff now, then we're going to really be in trouble. You know, I might be dead, but she's going to be here. She's going to need a home that's not like 120 degrees in the summer when it's supposed to be 85, etc. If even that pleasant. So they said, yeah, to be working on conservation your whole life, and like even if your work isn't directly about conservation or your play or your sports or whatever it is, like you can be thinking about contributing to people who are trying to do those things like Brown Bear Herbs is. And the plants, that energy that was talking was saying how they are inwardly optimistic if people can be working their whole lives for conservation. So if you're looking at jobs, don't just be looking at how much they're going to pay you or whatever. Add to the list, like, what are they doing for conservation? And with each purchase, as much as you can try to work it into your thinking, like, how is this working towards conservation? Try to avoid disposable stuff, obviously. You can bring little forks and spoons and knives in your purse with you as often as you can. Get like a low emission car and avoid the throwaway kind of fashion industry that like a lot of people say that most clothing is just worn a few times. So try to spend more money on quality and sustainably made products that are made with fair labor. We're all in it together. And so that's the message from the woods. I was very happy to hear from them. But also just a reminder that whatever your eco-friendly game is, the world definitely needs more. So just, even if you feel like I'm just one person, I'm not doing much, just, we need everybody. It's all hands on deck. So I hope you're having a good day. I hope that you get to experience nature medicine like I did, visiting the mountain and the woods. And I hope that you put a little bit more effort into maintaining our earth so that we can live here comfortably longer with all our plant friends and animal friends and all that good stuff. Have a great day. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. Find our products at brownbearherbs.com. Thank you.